Good morning guys, how are we all? Welcome back to another video. I'm just going to film a few days again this week because the girls have been loving it and I'm actually really enjoying filming at the moment. I'm enjoying just doing, like, I know I said chill sexy vlogs. I don't think there's much sexy about these, but sort of like a weekly vlog. I've got quite a bit on this week. Today it's a Tuesday, so I've got my client check-ins today, so I might actually talk to you a bit about coaching and stuff at the moment. I feel like I don't talk about coaching anymore. I do still coach, but I feel like because I'm not necessarily looking to really expand it at the moment, I haven't been talking about it as much, but I still do my client check-ins every Tuesday. And I'm going to London on Saturday for the day to meet up with Aisha. I'm going to be cutting it fine to get that in the vlog, but I'm going to try. I'm going to basically edit this on Friday and then add in Saturday's clip. Just about to go to the gym, so I got asked about this on Instagram the other day. My cups that I use are hydro jugs. This is not an ad. Like, Kate bought me my first one. We love you, Kate, thank you for the gift. And then I bought this one as a mini one for my pre-workout. This is full of water. They're leak proof. You can put them in your bag and the water doesn't go anywhere. So I definitely highly recommend hydro jugs. They're really, really, really good. They are probably my favourite cups from a practicality point of view. But I'm about to go and do cardio. I don't think I'll film it because I've just uploaded a full week of workouts, and in my vlog before that I think I showed my cardio routine. I did get asked actually about what I'm running in. I don't know if I should be running in these, but please hold. This is what I run in. Not that you can really fucking see. I run in my Nike Vomero, which technically I think they are a running shoe, but I don't think I should be running in them. I need to, because I am doing more running at the moment, I am going to go and get like a proper gait analysis done and get some proper shoes because I don't want to mess up my joints and stuff. And I've also got on my DIY top that I did. How good is this? I mean, it's not good. Like, from the side, 1 second, please hold. From the side, it's not looking great. Sorry, I don't know if I shaved my armpits. Oh no, I did. I shaved them last night. From the side, it doesn't look great, but I basically cut the men's vintage tanks into a muscle tank. Obviously, it's a bit messy around the edges, but I'm gonna get my dad to try and help me like neaten it up, but I love how it looks. I just think it's really, really, really cute. So I've got on my DIY tank, but I need to set off to the gym. I'm running so late today because it started getting colder, shitter weather than we were already having in the UK. It's colder, it's shitter weather, and it's darker mornings, and that's something I really struggle with. And that is actually something that I will talk about in this vlog, because everyone's uploading like how much they love autumn and like they can't wait for autumn, and I love watching cozy vlogs. I do actually probably prefer watching vlogs in winter. I find them more cozy and like comforting, but as an individual, as a human being, I hate this time of year. I find it really difficult to get up on a morning. Like this morning I got up at 8. What the fuck? I've been getting up at 6:30 with no alarm set, 6:32 to be specific. I've been waking up at that time every day for months. This week I'm really, really, really struggling, and the weather, I really do struggle mentally at this time of year. So maybe I'll talk about that in this vlog. Maybe we'll do some things together to get us in the mood for autumn. Really struggled this morning, so I'm running like literally an hour late, so that's brilliant. Let's go to the gym so that I'm not, otherwise my day is gonna be fucked. I've just finished doing my client check-ins for the day and for this week, because I actually do everyone, that sounds a little bit sus. I do everything on one day now when it comes to check-ins, because I've massively cut down my client sort of base this year. Other work has gotten busier, which has then meant I wanted to pull back on that, because one thing that I'm really not interested in doing is giving people like a really shit service. I'd rather not overstretch myself, so I actually massively cut down my coaching client base this year for that reason, to make sure that I could balance things better. But I do get asked about coaching quite a bit, so I thought I would just yap a little about coaching, sort of not even how I got into it, but I do get asked quite a lot from girls on Instagram who want to get into coaching for tips or like what I use and stuff. So I use True Coach as a platform. It's my favourite one. It's my favourite one when I've been coached, like when I'm a client. It's my favourite thing to be coached on. I just find it the easiest one to use. I really like it. My least favourite by a mile being Google Sheets. I cannot stand when someone gives me a training program and it's on Google Sheets, especially when I'm spending a lot of money. Like, I know that a lot of the money that you're spending is to do with like the support and having someone there that's more knowledgeable than you to learn from, but for me personally, nothing about using Google Sheets for a training program screams like a nice experience. So just personal preference, but I use True Coach for programming, and like that's like the workouts interface. It's got videos, all that good stuff. And I use WhatsApp for all my communication. I find it the easiest. In terms of video responses, when people want a video check-in, I use Loom, which I think I do pay for, but I'm pretty sure they do a free version, but I pay for it, and it didn't used to be worth it. This time last year, I feel like Loom was having a lot of issues, and I would record check-in responses and they would just wipe, like they would just be gone. But I've not had issues like that in months, so I'm enjoying Loom again at the moment. I do use Google Sheets, but that's more for calorie tracking, habit tracking, getting averages. And I've been asked a lot recently about like how I got into it / how to get into it, or like how to know when to leave your job for it, or like people wanting to get into it but they work full time or they're not sure what to do. I will like be completely transparent. I'm not the best person to ask in terms of making like a career jump, because I was very lucky in the sense that I decided to do my PT course alongside my degree. I took out an extra student loan to do it, which I'm still paying off now. The interest on that is actually crazy. It's so criminal. No one's ever going to pay that back. Because I did that whilst I was at uni, and I actually started my coaching whilst I was at uni as well, and I built it up whilst I was at uni. I started in my second year of the degree that I ended up finishing, technically my third year, because if you don't know, I changed degrees after my first year of uni. I actually dropped out and I've had no intention of going back to uni, but I did go back to uni. So yeah, I built it up whilst I was at uni, and by the time I'd finished uni, my social media was going good, my coaching was very good, very steady, very stable, and I had my Alpha Elite opportunities as well. So I built that up whilst I was at uni. So I didn't really have the whole like career change thing. And one thing I really don't like is tone deaf advice and people pretending that they know about things that they don't know about. And I do not know anything about making such a big career jump from like a very stable career to going full-time self-employed. But what I will say, and this is what I see most people saying, is to try and build something up on the side a little bit. Maybe don't go completely cold turkey, you know, like people have bills and shit to pay, but to try and build something up on the side if you can. And then when you're making, I wouldn't even say you need to be making equal to what you're making now. If you're making a very comfortable wage, your side hustle is making you nearly the same but not always as much. I would still say like if it's livable off, then you might be better making that jump, because then you will be able to put, like if you can do that not doing it full time and having a full-time job, imagine what you can do when you can put all your time and effort into it. But that tends to be the most popular piece of advice, so that is what I would say. In terms of qualifications and stuff, because I do get asked about that, I've got my level 2 and 3. Like, it's worth having them, and if you ever want to work on a gym floor, you have to have them, so you're gonna have to get them. But they're quite outdated in my opinion, and I feel like you do a lot more learning on the job. Online coaching was quite frowned upon when I started. Like, there was a few people doing it, but a lot of in-person PTs really had to stick up their arse about online coaching. And for me personally, I think there's a place for both. Like, I don't think one replaces the other. I can see the benefits to having both. I don't think it needs to be a like, this is better than this or this is better than this. Trust me when I tell you, people do not give a rat's arse about how you look. They care about, can you get other people results? Yes or no. Like, you will get clients if you can show that you have a proven track record of getting clients results, not yourself. The way that things snowball is client transformations. It's not how you look. It's not having like 50,000 followers. So if you don't have a big following, I wouldn't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. It's not going to mean that you're not going to be able to make a living from it, or it won't be successful. It's not guaranteed that because you have followers you will get loads of coaching clients. Equally, it's not guaranteed that just because you don't have many followers you won't be able to get many clients. Yeah, that's how coaching works for me at the moment. I thought I would just give you guys some tips if anyone is curious about it. If anyone's ever got any questions about coaching, you're more than welcome to like comment them under my videos or message me on Instagram. Like, I'm down to give advice. I'm not a pro by any means, and to be honest, I'm not really in a phase at the moment where I'm bothered about like scaling massively. Too much going on to be in a position to do that, so I'm not going to say I'm a pro when it comes to like turning this into like a multi-million-dollar business or anything like that, but that's never why I got into coaching. And I feel like if you pay attention, it's very obvious which coaches did get into it for that reason, because they tend to end up going down a very different coaching route than training actual clients. I love helping people. I have a client at the moment who's getting married soon, and she was telling me today that she's just feeling really like positive. She's feeling really good about herself. She doesn't have any concerns or worries. She's really looking forward to a wedding. She's got final dress alterations on Thursday, and that's honestly made my day. Like, it just makes me so happy that she's happy and she feels good, because you just can't put a price on that. Like, I love watching people grow, like physically, yes, but like mentally. People honestly come on like leaps and bounds. Like, sometimes people come to me and they're just in such a bad spot. It's not even about physical most of the time. Most of the time it's mental, and they just have so many blocks and so many barriers and stuff, and seeing people just like grow and excel in confidence is something that I really love. I don't talk about it as much because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's really boring to just talk about work. But I could be wrong. If you guys want me to speak about it more, then I can. Don't want to bore you all, but yeah, I'm about to wash my hair because it's very greasy. I bought this headband. It's from Adanola. We've had conversations about headbands in recent weeks, guys, but does anyone else feel like sometimes they're a bit too thick? And I feel like this one, is it a bit too thick? I feel like it just looks a little bit funky. But also I do have my hair up, which I don't really usually do. This came today. It's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day High Shine Gloss. I've been wanting to try this because I keep seeing it on TikTok. I've been influenced, like, I'm not even ashamed to admit it. I've been seeing this everywhere on TikTok, and I've been like dying to try it, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And I always like buying things from Space NK because I just love Space NK, but it was out of stock, and it's been out of stock on most websites for I feel like it's a new product, but I've not been able to find it. I was able to order it direct from Living Proof and it's come, so I am going to use it, but I feel like the full test will probably be Friday because I'm going to use heat on it on Friday. Right now I'm about to wash my hair and I'm just going to plait it because I want my hair like wavy tomorrow, so I'm not actually going to use heat on it today. So I'll probably actually speak more about this on Friday, but I guess if I use it twice in this vlog I'll be able to give more of a proper review. But you shampoo and condition and then you gloss. It's a gloss treatment, so it's meant to make your hair super shiny, and I feel like shine would look really good on like waves, so we shall see. So I'm gonna wash my hair and then I'm gonna go to my sister's, which I probably won't film because it'll be me, Kennedy, Vicky and her. We catch up with you tomorrow, but yeah, I'm gonna give this a whirl. Morning guys, it's now actually Thursday. I didn't film at all yesterday, but we're picking the vlog back up. Do you know what? Yesterday I wasn't that impressed, so it's been 2 days now. Yesterday I wasn't that impressed, but I feel like today it looks really shiny and really quite glossy, so maybe it did do something. Also, it's like a really like nice crisp autumn morning. I know I was literally just whinging about it being autumn and the weather and stuff, but yeah, I'm just getting ready to go to the gym. I thought I would show you some new skincare bits that I bought, and by that I mean a toner. I did get a new cleanser, but I'll show you that when I'll do like a nighttime skincare routine today maybe. But I've been loving this Milky toner thing, which I think it went viral on TikTok. I was officially influenced by it, but I got it last week. I've used it literally every day since. It's thicker than my Haru Haru toner, which I'm nearly out of, but I'm going to London on Saturday and I think I'm going to try and find a Korean skincare shop and get some more, because that's just the one thing where if my skin starts acting up, I know for a fact that I can just put that on and my skin will be fine. But this toner is a bit thicker than that. Nice and refreshing on my skin, but not just refreshing, like it does actually feel like it's giving me moisture as well. So yeah, it's the TirTir Milk Skin Toner, and I got it from a website called Clean Soul. I've also got some Aritzia pieces that came yesterday that I want to show you. I don't know what it is. I've got an obsession with like this very specific shade of grey, which if you watch my like hauls and stuff, when I speak about a specific shade of grey, it's this specific shade of grey. I'll show you the pieces later. I might actually take the joggers to the gym with me, because I think after the gym I'm going to take myself, not on a solo date, but I want to sell some jewellery. I kind of want to sell my tennis bracelet. I love my tennis bracelet, but I want to sell this, and I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I've not been wearing my sapphire middle ring as much. I want to sell that as well, and then buy myself something. I want another tennis bracelet, but I want to get a slightly different one, and maybe switch out the ring as well, but I need to know how much I can sell it for first. So I'm going to take those to a jewellery shop and do that. So I might actually wear my Aritzia joggers to the gym, because I might wear those in town afterwards, because they're just so nice, warm and fleecy. It's the Sweat Fleece TNA straight leg joggers, and they're so good, but I won't talk about them too much because I'll just show you them. So yeah, I didn't vlog at all yesterday because I didn't really have much that I could vlog, so I just thought I'd rather just... There's no point in me picking up the camera to tell you that I can't vlog. Like, I'll just vlog when I can vlog again. That's kind of the whole point of doing these over multiple days, so that we don't have that awkward, oh, I couldn't film this, I couldn't film that. Well, just film what you can film, babe. Do you know what I mean? Just film what you can film. It's not that deep. No one's gonna die. This time of year, oh my god, guys. There's been some really beautiful crisp mornings this week, and then the weather has just disintegrated into shit weather. And I personally, like I started this vlog off talking about, I really struggle with this time of year mentally. It absolutely runs rings around me. I hate dark mornings. I find it so hard to get up on a morning. I feel really tired at this time of year in a way that I just don't in the summer. A sunrise alarm clock, like I have things to help me, but I still really struggle with it anyway, and I do actually find this time of year really difficult. It's not a time of year that I particularly, you know, really look forward to or think I can't wait for. Like, if anything, I just think, oh. I know that there's a lot of you who feel the same way, because when I posted about it on Instagram on like the 1st of September, because honestly, 1st September I opened my Instagram and everyone's like, happy okay, let's try that again. Everyone was like, oh my god, like happy autumn, like it's the best time of the year, and just like people who hate summer probably feel a bit when everyone starts posting that about summer. That's how I felt, because I was like, oh my god, everyone's so excited for autumn, and I really struggle. I just know that I struggle in the colder months. I struggle with the darker mornings. I like a lot of things about autumn. I like the drinks, you know, I like the latte renditions. I like, you know, Blank Street have got a banana bread matcha, which I absolutely will be trying on Saturday. I like the candles. I like the festive activities. The weather and the light and the dark and everything, I just feel like it really does affect me mentally. So I am actually going to try and do what I did last year, which did help, which is basically how much do I love a concept of leaning into something, leaning into natural build, leaning into this time of year by like making the most of things that you can't, not that you can't do through summer, but for example, you know, in summer you don't want to be like getting cozy or putting on cozy outfits, because, well, I mean, if you're in the UK you might, because we haven't really had a summer, but that's besides the point. You can't do cozy outfits, and I love tracksuits. I bought myself some new Aritzia joggers, and they're really fucking warm. I wouldn't be able to wear them in the summer, so I'm looking forward to cozy days of being able to wear those. I'm looking forward to being able to crack out my worst behaviour 500 GSM hoodies again. I'm looking forward to being able to wear my Nikki Studios sets that I love, and I can't wear them in the summer. I'm looking forward to cozy evenings, which you don't get in the summer because it's too warm. Maybe like re-zhuzhing your room or your house and like putting some blankets out. And I'm not saying you need to like go out and buy all these ornaments that you can only use for 6 months of the year, because that's just like masking your depression with consumption, which maybe isn't the best idea. But doing little things to lean into it, things that you're actually going to use. Candles, could you switch out your candles for some fall scented candles? Do things that basically are gonna make this time of year feel more comfortable for you and feel more enjoyable. Get some things in the diary, because honestly, having like a a nice like wintry trip to London planned. I really want to book New York. Like if I book New York, seasonal depression cured. I won't even be sad because I will just be so excited to go. Like and also I know sort of what dates I'd be looking at, so I've literally like made sure that my hair and nails are not booked in those time frames. Like I'm really plotting on it, guys. I'm really like really trying to go for it. Obviously I know that's quite an extravagant way of dealing with it. You can't just run away from things, but even if it's just like a little weekend away somewhere, or like a staycation, or, you know, maybe instead of going for your summery walks with your friends and your iced lattes, you go and get a hot latte. I know, it's a novel idea. It's strange not having that sound when you shake your cup. Make the most of it. Like today, the weather is cold, it's 5 degrees Celsius, but it's nice. Like it's nice crisp weather, and so I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm probably gonna meander in town longer than I need to because I want to be outdoors. I want to make sure, again, sunlight is huge. I want to make sure that I'm still getting sunlight in. I might start supplementing as well. That's another thing that people have suggested with vitamin D, and I might start doing that. But I want to, on the days where the weather is good, I want to make sure I'm spending as much time outdoors as possible, because I really do notice a difference when I'm not spending time outdoors. So those are just some little things that I'm doing to try and help myself enjoy this time of year a little bit more. Like I said, I enjoy a lot about this time of year, but the way that it impacts me mentally in terms of the weather and the light and stuff does make it quite difficult to like fully enjoy it. So I just want to try and, you know, lean into things a little bit more when it comes to this time of year. But I feel like as I'm yapping, it's taking me a lot longer to do my makeup, and I actually have things I need to do today, so I might stop recording here and catch you up when I'm getting ready to go to the gym, because I think I'm going to wear another DIY top today, so I'll show you like how those actually look off body. Maybe I'll ask my dad if he can make that into a tank today. Shall we ask Garth if he can make it? Because basically I've cut them and you'll see what I mean in like how they look and stuff, but I kind of want to make them into like a tight tank, like sort of like this almost. I'm really tempted to do that, but I would need to sew, and I don't really sew, but my dad's got a sewing machine, and he's altered my sister's trousers recently. Like he knows what he's doing with this sort of stuff. To show you what these look like off body now that I've cut them. So how I basically did it, and I did do a TikTok on it, but I basically cropped it, so I cut it across the bottom and then I folded it in half like this, so that I was doing 2 sleeves at the same time to make sure that they go even, and then I cut it this way. And yeah, this is how one of them looks. The other one I wore the other day, I would say it's in the wash. It's not, it's actually still just flying in my gym bag. I need to put that in the wash, but I want to wear this one today because I think I want to wear my nudie coloured contour shorts. But yeah, this is how it looks, and like you can see, like it's way too wide. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't look that, like it doesn't look horrific, but it's just too wide. So I think, ooh, no, I'm not going to do that because that doesn't work, because that's too wide. I might tie it in a bobble at the back. I feel like it looks cute from the front and from the sides, but then from the back, oh, that's not giving, queen. Can I tuck it under then? Does that work? Does that look ridiculous? No, that actually looks quite ridiculous, so maybe I won't be doing that. Yeah, I'm probably actually just going to wear it rolled because I feel like it's giving this has been cut wonkily, and you can't tell that when it's rolled. So yeah, I'm going to do my hair. But yeah, I need to bobble it, so I am going to go and grab a bobble for my hair, put the rest of my gym outfit on, and I'll see you at the gym because I will film my workout today. So yeah, I'll see you at the gym. I've explained in this vlog the only thing that I was able to film was my sprints, but honestly this training day was such a prime example of what I've been talking about recently when it comes to just doing what I enjoy in the gym. Like it would have really stressed me out years ago going to the gym, not enjoying my session, feeling like I can't be bothered, but I don't want to can it off. It being busy, like it was quite busy this day, I couldn't really do what I wanted to do. I ended up doing a weird mishmash of a session. I wasn't enjoying it, and then I was just like, what am I doing? Like, let me get on the treadmill and do some sprints, because it was what I wanted to do. I felt like I was rushing through my weights because this is what I wanted to do. So this is what I went and did, and I called it a day, and that's a prime example of what I've been talking about recently and actually putting that into practice. So yeah, I just wanted to share that as a little tidbit. But look at it go. Oh my god, so fast. It's really not that fast, but it feels fast when I'm doing it, and that's what matters. But yeah, another session of sprints in the bag. Guys, that was an absolute fail. I mean, it wasn't a fail. I've been to the gym, I got my gym session in, I've been and done, I did a little bit of upper body and some cardio, but then yeah, I was, like I mentioned this morning, I was going to go into town afterwards and go and get some quotes for some jewellery that I want to sell. I was going to go and like meander around the shops a little bit, but there was nowhere to park. I'm sure if I'd have gone to like Trinity or the John Lewis car park, I'd have been able to find somewhere to park, but where I usually park, it's so awkward to get to there from where I'm trying to park, if that makes sense. So I just couldn't be arsed and I just gave up in the end. So yeah, I am now actually in Morrison's car park because I need to get some bits from Morrison's. But so much nice feedback from people recently. Honestly, like, people are being so kind to me that I don't really know how to take it. I find it really uncomfortable when people say nice things to me. I'm just like I never know how to take it, but people have honestly been so nice recently. Someone was saying yesterday, or was it the day before? I can't remember, but someone in my Discord was saying like they feel like they're getting, because I've taken such a big break from doing Alphalete reviews and stuff recently because they just haven't been doing drops. Obviously I've been doing a lot more vlogs and people seem to be really enjoying them, and like people are saying like they feel like they're seeing more of my personality, or like they feel like they're getting to know me a bit better. But about 2 or 3 vlogs ago, something that I spoke about was boundaries, and when I spoke about it on Instagram, TikTok and on here, some of the feedback that I got was people wanting to know more about like, okay, like I understand that in order to enforce boundaries you have to basically have like your self-esteem, your self-confidence and all that good stuff built up to be greater than your desire for a job, a boyfriend, a specific person, a friendship. You will never be able to enforce boundaries if your self-esteem, self-confidence, etc. is lower than your want to have a relationship, your want to have a boyfriend, your want for a specific job role, because you won't be able to walk away from things. And the whole point of boundaries is for you. It's not you being like, well, you can't do this because XYZ. It's like, okay, yes, you can communicate a boundary to someone and you can say, when you do this it does make me feel a bit uncomfortable, but then if they keep doing it, it's not on you to keep like nagging at them. A boundary then is you actually just taking yourself out of that situation. So maybe, you know, taking yourself out of a job role where you're constantly being disrespected, taking yourself out of a relationship. You need to be willing to walk away from these things. But if your self-confidence, self-esteem and self-worth is not greater than your desire, for example, to be with a specific person, I feel like it's getting really dark, then you'll never be able to do that. With that being said, one thing I was getting asked quite a bit was how do you actually build that up? And there's definitely a lot of different things that you can do. Like, one of the greatest ways of like building any form of self-esteem, self-confidence, etc. is following through on the things that you say you're going to do. So like, let's say that you say you want to run a 5k or you want to do a half marathon. Okay, let's do it. Like, the more that you tell yourself, I really want to do this, and then you just don't do it, you're subconsciously telling yourself that you can't do stuff, which is not good for your self-confidence and not good for your self-esteem. Building, you know, it sounds really podcasty, but it is true, building like a stack of like undeniable evidence that you are capable and that you can do XYZ, and that there is reason to believe in yourself because you can do these things. You know, if you really struggle with confidence when it comes to, you know, relationships, or always feeling like you're not good enough, well, why do you feel that way? You know, what does the evidence actually say? Does the evidence say that you're a shit person, or does the evidence say that you're actually a really kind, caring, giving, loving, nice person to be around? Like, is there any evidence to prove that you can't do that job? Like, what is your track record? Are you good at what you do? Because if you are, you've got that stack of evidence, and you just need to remind yourself of it as well. Like, having it isn't enough, you need to remind yourself of it. You can't just wake up every day and be like, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am this, I am that. Yes, affirmations can help to like reaffirm things, but if you don't believe it like deep in your core, like in your soul, then it's just not going to be a thing. Like, you won't be able to believe in yourself enough. But also something that I feel like is really important and very often gets overlooked. I feel like on one side it gets overlooked and on one side it gets emphasised is the people around you. Like, I've noticed such a huge difference in my confidence and my self-esteem and my self-belief in who I'm keeping around me. Like, if you have got people around you that are constantly making backhanded comments about you, saying not so nice things about you, they never say particularly nice things to you, or if they do, it's because they've actually just said something horrible and then they need to like circle back on it, double back on it. You know, who have you got around you? What are these people saying to you? Because if you've got people around you that are just, and everyone has insecurities, I'm not saying like if someone has an insecurity you can't be friends with them or you can't be in a relationship with them, but if you are constantly around people who are insecure at their core and they can see that you have a potential or like a certain trait that they want, they will, if they don't have a good handle on it and they're not self-aware enough, they will bring you down with them. Like, they absolutely will. They'll make it might not even be obvious, it might be very subtle, but they'll say things, and it's only ever in hindsight when you look back where you think, what the fuck? But keep an eye on who is around you, and also keep an eye on how you feel when you spent time around people. You know, if you have a boyfriend, how do you feel when you spent time with him versus when you have a few days apart? Do you feel better when you've had a few days apart and when you've been around family? Or do you feel better after you've been around him because he's just amazing and the finest thing on God's green earth? You know, hanging around with friends, when you come away from hanging around with them, do you feel better or do you feel worse? Not everyone says things in a very obvious way. Not everyone says things like, oh, you're shit at this, or like, you can't do this, or you're not capable of this, you're ugly, you're this, I wish you looked that way. Not everyone is so obvious with it. People can be very subtle with it, and that's even harder to notice. So just become more aware of the people you have around you and how you feel when you spent time with those people, and also the sort of things that they say. The amount of girls who get into a relationship and then all of a sudden start having these like confidence crises after a while, and sometimes it's not their partner's fault. You know, maybe they just really struggle with insecurities themselves and a relationship brings it out of them. Therapy has obviously helped me a lot with building up my self-esteem, my self-confidence, self-worth, etc. Like, I actually feel like a different person compared to 2 years ago. I feel so much better in myself about things, but those would be some starting points that I would suggest to start with. But yeah, if anyone's ever got any questions on anything that I talk about when it comes to like therapy or anything like that, please just let me know, because I'm more than happy to talk about it. But I've honestly had so many nice messages from people recently saying like, I seem more confident, I seem more myself, like from you guys as well, saying I seem happier, I'm glowing, my energy's different, like I seem really happy, and that honestly makes me so happy. Like, when I've been going through the shittiest of times over the past few years, something that I've always found really comforting is how much you guys pick up on things. Like, you actually do pick up on things. It's actually spooky. It's like we're like telepathic, but the amount of times where like I'll have uploaded a vlog or a video or I've posted a story, and it's not even like, I'm not saying I'm sad, I'm not saying I'm struggling, but I'll get like the odd message from people being like, is everything okay? Like, are you okay? And you guys have been so good in that regard, and I am really, really grateful. Like, honestly, it makes me emotional thinking about how many messages I've had recently from you guys just saying that I seem a lot happier, and like, you're just picking up on the energy shift, and I genuinely do feel a lot better. Like, over the past few months, I just feel like I can breathe again. I feel like more myself. I feel like when I'm vlogging, I'm not thinking like, oh, this is really annoying, or maybe I shouldn't talk about this, or maybe I should tread on eggshells around this. Like, I can just be me, and I don't have to like deep things too much anymore. I can just speak really openly and honestly. So yeah, I just wanted to say, if you are someone who has left a comment or messaged me on Instagram or TikTok or anything recently saying like I seem happier or like I'm glowing or just being a genuinely nice person, genuinely thank you so much, because those messages have been so sweet. They've honestly made my day. I actually do screenshot all the nice messages that people send me, for if I'm ever going through a shit patch, I can just reread them and like remind myself how good people can be. So yeah, if you've ever sent me a nice message, fun fact, I've probably got a screenshot of it on my phone, and I do reread them when I'm feeling down in the dumps and struggling with things. So a bit of a ramble on confidence there, but also just like a huge thank you, because honestly, you guys are just the best. And I love how much you pick up on things. Like not much gets past the girly pops. I swear to God, like not much gets past you at all. I'll show you what I got from Aritzia, but yes. Also, apologies that I couldn't really film my session properly. When I got to the gym, it was like weirdly busy, like to the point where I actually ended up doing a different session to what I intended to. And then I just didn't want to be getting people in the background. Obviously, I can blur people, but it was just one of those where there really wasn't anywhere convenient to put my tripod today. So that's why I only recorded the running. But yes, I will see you when I'm back at home. It's been a few hours. I'm so happy. I've just ordered the Space NK advent calendars to give away to 2 of you guys, and it just excites me because my mum gets me an advent calendar every year. This year she's done Harrods Beauty, which I've never had before, and I'm so excited. Like, I was little, Harrods was just a place that like fascinated me, and I swear they used to sell dogs in there. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they either used to sell dogs, which obviously they can't anymore, or there was something on the top floor with dogs. But yeah, I've been ordering that, sorting out some giveaway winners, and just doing a bit of coaching work. But I wanted to show you the things that I bought from Aritzia. First things first, if you're in the UK, you will get charged customs if it's over a certain amount. For the vest, these pants and some socks, I didn't get charged customs, but I have been charged customs before. So the socks that I love and that I'm obsessed with, and I've spoken about them in like 5 vlogs now, are the best ever ankle sock. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, they're like the same height as the Alphalete wolf head tag logo ones, which if you know, you know. Those were like my absolute ride or die socks, and they still are, to be honest, but I just love the colour of these. It's that very specific vintagey sort of grey shade, and I believe this is like the heather cloud white colour or something. It doesn't say, but the super plush underfoot. I then bought, and this was someone on Instagram's fault, because I did a linking session where I just said, if there's anything you want me to link, let me know and I'll link it. That reminds me, I do now have like a highlight on my Instagram with links to like perfume stuff, body care stuff, things that I wear very frequently that I was getting asked about. So if you're ever curious, that is on Instagram. But someone asked me about the tanks that I always wear, these tanks, and when I went to go link them, I saw that they had this colour, which is like this, guys. You know how I feel about shades of grey. This is like the perfect, it's called Heather Cloud White, but it's like the perfect like vintagey grey colour. So I got this tank, which I absolutely love these tanks. They're super comfortable. They're a very square neck. I don't have a bra on at the moment. This is a little bit see-through, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not to the point where I can't wear it. Really nice soft ribbed fabric. They don't go stiff in the wash. They last well with wash because I wash mine all the time, and they've got like no signs of wear. Super comfortable, super stretchy, super soft. I will say that the black one didn't feel as soft or as stretchy, but I still do an extra small in it. I would say to stay true to size, or you can size down in them. But yeah, it's a really nice square neck, and then it's just a standard vest at the back. The jacket isn't from Aritzia. This is an old Skims one, but I've raved about the colour of this for like years, since I got it, for the past 2 years, and it fully matches. So now I have like a full lounge tracksuit, because I then got, these are the TNA sweat fleece, let me turn this brightness up so you can see. These are the TNA sweat fleece joggers, and they're basically just like they're not high rise, they're definitely, I would say they're more like a mid to low rise. They've got pockets, really nice pockets. They're full length. I got size small long, and this is what these look like on me. They're so comfortable. I've only had them a day, so I don't know about durability or anything yet, but let me just stand back so you can see the length. They're a good length. I would say though, for these being the tall version, they're not that long. I feel like my Origin Alphalete joggers are longer, so do just keep that in mind. But these are so nice. Like, they've got a drawstring on the inside. They're really nice and like fluffy, and the outside is fluffy as well. And I'm not gonna lie, when I got these yesterday, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if these feel like the best, but oh my god, these are like a dream on my body. And with heavyweight joggers and stuff, they tend to be quite rough. Not completely rough feeling, but they're not as soft. These are like medium weight, I would say. They're not super thick, but because they have such like a fleece feel to them, they are warm. Like, these joggers keep me warm. Like, I was warm. I wore these to the gym today and they were keeping me nice and warm when I was doing my upper body session. I wore them all night last night. They're so nice and warm. Like, I would definitely recommend these. I hope that they last well over time and they don't shrink and stuff, but I'll keep you updated. But yeah, the TNA Sweat Fleece straight leg joggers, I love them. Like, this is just such a cute outfit altogether. This is definitely by a mile my favourite shade of grey. It's not masculine at all. It's very like vintage. It's giving Princess Diana, not prison grey, which a lot of stuff gives like a prison grey vibe. I'm very fussy with greys, I don't know if you can tell, but this altogether is so cute, and I'm going to be wearing the shit out of these, so you will see it in many more vlogs to come. I also bought a headband from Adanola, but I don't know where I've put it, but that's in the same grey as well. Like, I'm literally obsessed with this shade of grey. It's actually like not normal. That I would show you guys the cleanser that I got. So this is it. It's the Anua Heartleaf Pore Control Cleansing Oil, and I love it. Like, I really like it. I might actually, should we just use it now together? Shall I show you how it works and show you how good it is? Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. I'm not ready to take my makeup off, but we may as well. Let's just do it. So these are the different oil cleansers that I've tried. This one's nearly out, but this one's more like a jelly. Does it say, it doesn't say that it's like a jelly, but this one comes out thick. Like, it's not like a pure liquid, but as we can see, I'm nearly out and I have enjoyed this. Just be careful, especially if you've got like very spot prone skin, which I don't have. My skincare routine is more just to make sure that my skin, I just make the most of my skin, I guess. Whereas this one, it was cheaper, I believe. I feel like this cost me about £15. But this one is more like a pure liquid, so you can see how it, can you see? That's like it's like an actual liquid. But when I posted this on Instagram, I did get a few people messaging me saying that they didn't get on with it and it broke them out really badly, which panicked me. But I have been using it for a week now and I don't have any breakouts yet, so far so good. But yes, just be careful because this might break me out, because it has broken quite a few people out. But I don't have like acne prone skin or like spot prone skin, which is obviously not a bad thing, but if I do get a spot, it's very obvious that something has broken me out because I don't really get spots. So if I do get spots from this, I will let you know, because it would be obvious that it's something I'm putting on my skin that's causing it, because otherwise I don't really get breakouts. But it just like, it completely breaks down my makeup so easily. It does leave like an oil residue on your skin, so I do go in with another cleanser afterwards. But to be honest, because I wear like SPF 50 and stuff every single day, and when I've had like makeup and stuff on, I would want to do a double cleanse anyway, just to make sure that I've got everything off my skin. So this is the Naturism cleanser. This is the niacinamide cleansing jelly 3%. So this is what I use after, and this is more of like a typical, hello, I'm on the floor. This is more of like your typical cleanser, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of water, because obviously I've had my nose and I'm really funny about people touching my nose, so I don't really want to do extractions. So I'm making sure that I'm really washing my face properly. You know, you don't just whack a cleanser on and then rub it in for 10 seconds and then leave it. You need to like properly wash your face, do you know what I mean? So okay, now my makeup is off, and obviously this is a PM skincare routine, so I'm not using SPF or anything like that. I have a few different things that I use, but this is what I'm going to use today. And sitting down to do this, I've just realised I don't have my retinol. That's what I needed from Space NK today, and I've not gone and got it. So usually I would do retinol now, that's where it would go in the step, but I don't have it at the moment. So I'm going to use my Haru Wonder Toner, which I got this when I went to London. I spoke about it earlier, but I just really like it. It's just so like calming on my skin. It's never given me an issue, and like I said earlier, if my skin ever starts going strange, which it doesn't regularly, but if it does, or like it just starts behaving in a way that it doesn't usually, I always go back to this. I'll go back to this and a moisturiser, and that's all I'll use on my skin, and it just sorts it right out. I don't know what's in it. Black rice hyaluronic toner, but I just love how it makes my skin feel, so that's first. And sometimes I will only use one of these, but today I want to treat myself, I want to use both, so I'm going to use both. So I'm going to also put on the TirTir Milky toner, which obviously I spoke about this morning, but this is just so nice. This is definitely thicker than the one I've just used. I don't want to be like that overconsumption skincare girl with like 20 toners. You don't need to. Like, in my opinion, you don't need to. My skin just feels silky smooth and soft right now. Like, I feel like a newborn child. That's the only way I can describe it. And I am actually enjoying eye cream at the moment. Full transparency, this was technically gifted. It was in the Space NK box that I got, but I've been using it since and I really, really, really like it. I'm just enjoying having a little bit of extra, well, TLC under my eyes. Summer Fridays jet lag overnight eye serum. If you know, you know. I love the lip balms. I've got like 4 of them, but I really like this eye cream as well. It's sort of like a serumy jelly consistency. I don't want to be a snake oil salesman and be like, my skin looks this way because I use these products. Like, these definitely enhance it, in my opinion. I think they work well for my skin, but I've not had to go from like A to B with my skin in a very extreme way, if that makes sense. This Glow Recipe Plum Hyaluronic Cream. I've been using this since near when I started vlogging, because I was using it in lockdown. I've been using this since 2020. I love it. Like, I really, really, really like this moisturiser. It feels really nice and smooth on the skin. It's just nice and lightweight. And again, if I'm trying out other moisturisers and my skin starts acting up, I will literally just go back to this one. And I know that I'm not going to have any issues. The final thing that I use, but it's not with me right now because it's downstairs, is the Fenty Beauty Plush Puddin Lip Mask. I've got the melon one, but I'm pretty sure they'll all work the same way. Oh my fucking god. I put that on in the night time. I wake up and it's still on my lips. Like, my lips are still like glowy. Obviously it's not on to the extent that it was when I went to sleep, but it really does work. And I've noticed I don't need as much lip balm. My lips just feel like more plump and like less cracked, and like they feel genuinely soft, not just like, oh, I need to wear lip balm 24/7 otherwise my lips don't feel soft, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's like the final thing that I do. But this is my skincare routine that I do on an evening. Like I said, I don't use both toners every single day. Some days I'll just use one, but those are my 2 favourite toners. It's fairly simple. It's a little bit extra with the 2 toners, but it's a very simple routine. And the retinol I use is the Medicate one. You have to start on a lower strength and then work your way up. I'm on 6, but I think I might go up to 9. I will probably see you guys tomorrow, because I think all I'm going to do tonight is... Oh my god, I've just realised oh my god, am I an idiot? I've just showed you my entire skincare routine. I need to take my tan off. It's tan day. I need to redo my tan. Oh, for God's sake. Never mind. I'll just fake tan later so that I can at least enjoy my skin for a few hours. But yeah, all I'm going to do now is work and then fake tan tonight. So I will love you and leave you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Morning. I am really giving Joe from you this morning, but it's Friday. I am doing something I've not done in years today, which is training with, like, not wet tan, but if you fake tan, you'll know. I've not rinsed it yet. I usually never do this, especially because I pride myself on smelling gorgeous. I don't smell bad, but like I wouldn't really want anyone to, you know, like sniff me right now. It is slightly, oh, a bit of Neo, a little bit of Miss Independent. It is slightly giving burnt biscuit, but I have plans all weekend, like London tomorrow. I've got some plans on Sunday, and I just want my tan to be as preserved as possible. So, as sounds gross, but like trying to rinse my body as less as possible. So I'm going to rinse it off when I get back from the gym, but it's very fucking cold outside and I'm very much in a get in and out mode today. So instead of filming my workout today, because I actually quite like filming my workouts at the moment, but it does add about 30 minutes to my session just from like fannying around with my camera. So I don't really have time for that today because I need to go and give Jason his suit back, and I've got a couple of things that I need to do, so I need to get a wiggle on. So I'm going to do the same session that I did last Friday, so I'm going to pop in workout clips because I filmed it last Friday. So that's the session that I'm doing. I'm going to do a little bit of glutes and hamstrings today. Final session of the week. I'm still really consistent with my training sessions, which is good, but yeah, it's freezing today, so it's officially tracksuit season. In watching my recent vlogs, I think I've mentioned how much I love Vomeros, but I bought another pair. By the way, I get asked about this hat. It's from, I always get Anthropology. I always get that and Other Stories mixed up, but it's from Anthropology, but I did get it a while ago. They still do it, but I've not seen this colour in a while. My hoodie is Alphalete, and then my joggers are Nikki Studios, but I bought these Vomeros, the metallic-y ones, and I'm just like, I feel like I do really like them, but I wasn't expecting the metallic bit to be quite so metallic. Like it's like full blown, you know, like with the 530s that I've got, it's metallic but it's not shiny. Like these are like, it looks like I've got tinfoil on my feet. Quite cute. So yeah, I'm probably like, it's actually freezing, and because my gym's sort of like a warehouse gym, it's really cold in there when it's cold. Like it's never warm when it's cold. When it's warm, it's warm. When it's cold, it's cold. Like the temperature doesn't really change to how it is outside. So I'm probably actually going to keep this full tracksuit on today. But yeah, it's 9:15. Let's get in the gym and get on with my day, because I've got quite a lot of stuff I need to do today. I've also got a House of CB order coming today, so I'm going to try that on with you guys, because I'm having a massive dilemma, which I'll explain more later. But where the fuck has the middle ground gone for clothes, guys? Like everything for like a nice plan is either giving, I look like I've just finished an office job, which is fine, like if that's what you want to wear, it's like business casual chic, but I don't really think it's my vibe. Or it's like your outcast sort of clothing, which is like very, to be honest, it's stuff I'd only wear if I was going on like a wild ass night out or a holiday night out. I feel like it's almost giving more holiday clothes. Where has the art of like a really nice, simple but sexy and effective little black dress gone? Where has that gone? Like I've got one Zara dress that I bought a year and a half ago, I want to say now. Like I've definitely had it for over a year, but I can't just wear that all the time. And again, I want something a bit different. So yeah, I've got a House of CB order coming today. It's none of the new in stuff. It's still giving fucking cottagecore. I don't know why we're doing, look, if you're into florals, you're into florals. Again, I'm not really like a super girly girl, so I don't really do that much floral. No, but yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping because I've literally just said I need to be in a rush. And then I just can't stop talking to you. I guess I just fancy you so much, guys. Roll last week's tapes. It's the same session, so I'm not frauding you too much, you know? So I want to use this workout session to give a couple of underrated tips for some of the lifts that I'm doing that I couldn't necessarily fit in, for example, my full week of workouts. So with RDLs, I feel like the one thing that people don't focus on enough is posture. I feel like people think hips back and they really put like a severe curve in the lower spine. Now, obviously, if you've got an ass, it's gonna look like you do have a curve even if you don't, but you really don't need to be like duck arsing when you're doing this. And if you're finding that every single time you do RDLs, your lower back is absolutely on fire, check your posture. Try and keep your chest stacked over your ribs and your hips. Don't like push your hips back posturally. Hinge them back, but in terms of posture, you don't need to be duck arsing. I hope that makes sense. If anyone's got any questions on that, do let me know. But I feel like that's a really underrated tip when it comes to RDLs, because when you are coaching people to just push their hips back, most people tend to like really jolt the hips back at the start of the movement, and then they end up with really bad lower back pain. So yeah, moving on, some triple contraction hip thrusts. I'm actually just so, sometimes I don't want to do like super heavy weights when it comes to my hip thrusts, and I'm really enjoying doing these at the moment. So I would say again, posture when it comes to hip thrusts. I feel like some people really duck arse on the way down. Like again, they'll really like flare their ribs out, and really the only way to describe it is duck arsing on the way down. And again, they'll be like, my lower back hurts after I've done it. And it's because, again, you're not bracing your core properly. You're not keeping everything nice and tight. Yes, you are going to have some movement around your sternum and your ribs, but it shouldn't be excessive to the point where you're putting such an excessive curve in your lower spine. It shouldn't be that intense. So if you are finding, again, that you're getting lower back pain when you're doing hip thrusts, check your posture, keep your core nice and tight, and see if that helps, and let me know if it does. And then in terms of cable kickbacks, I honestly feel like the most underrated thing for these, for me at the moment, is just the fact that I really do feel like they're very individual in terms of how someone prefers to do them. And what I mean by that is some people like having
even down to like where you're putting the cable attachment. Like, as you can see, I'm putting mine at the bottom. Some people like putting it halfway up and doing more of like a press back. Some people like having it at the bottom like I do. Some people like putting the ankle attachment around their ankle like I do. Some people like putting the ankle attachment around their knee or mid-calf or higher up. Some people like more of a forward lean. Some people like more upright. Some people like something more sort of slap bang in the middle, which I feel like is what I'm doing here. But trial and error and see how things feel for you, because everyone is different. Yes, there are key things that you need to be focusing on, which I feel like everyone knows by now. Make sure that you're lifting with control. Make sure you're actually using your glutes to kick back the weight and not just swinging your weight back and forth. Make sure you're not really, again, be mindful of your posture. Make sure you're not putting excessive curve in your lower spine. You don't have to be completely bent over the cable machine. You don't want to be putting, like I said, God, is that even a word? Posturally, you don't want to be putting the weight through your lower back. You want to keep things nice and tight. But beyond that, honestly, not the world is your oyster, but just play around with different foot positionings, play around with different angles for the cable, play around with different places where you're putting the ankle attachment. It's not necessarily always a one-size-fits-all approach, and you also have to keep in mind all cable machines are different, so some of them might actually feel a little bit different. Everyone's different in terms of height, in terms of how long their limbs are, and yeah, you've got the core basics of form for a movement which you should probably abide by for, you know, avoiding injury, for example, and just making sure you're actually using the correct muscles. But beyond that, trial and error with things. And I feel like cable kickbacks are one of those things that are really trial and error. But this, how I've just done them there, is how I'm getting on with them best and have been for a while. And I'm finding them a very comfortable movement. I get a really good connection. And I have no issues when I'm doing them. I don't find my lower back's on fire or anything like that. So, yeah. Hamstring curls, I've gone over this a million, billion, trillion times, so I'm not going to do the driving the hips into the pad one because I feel like I've gone over that so many times. I would just say the main thing, and this goes for leg extensions as well, is just don't fling the weight. I feel like with hamstring curls and leg extensions, it's very tempting to just fling the weight up and sort of use momentum, flail your limbs around like one of those things outside a carpet shop, you know, like the big inflatable things that are just like moving. What the fuck am I talking about? I need to just stop yapping. But flailing your limbs about, not really actually using your hamstrings in this case to curl the weight upwards. For the leg extension, not actually using your quads to bring the weight up. So slowing these right down, I honestly feel like is really quite underrated, and something that I don't think people do talk about tempo on movements, but I do see a lot of this, so that would be maybe not an underrated tip, but one of my favourite tips when it comes to hamstring curls. It also does apply to leg extensions as well, but yeah, there's some underrated leg day tips.
It's been a few hours, I'm back from the gym and I've actually washed my hair, so I've used the Living Proof Shine Spray thing again. Do we think it's made a difference? I feel like I can see a difference. I feel like my hair is reminding me of how it looks when, obviously not like in terms of style, I've like very like not properly dried it, like I've not really styled it, I've just dried it with my air wrap, but it reminds me of like the sort of shininess that I have when I come back from the hairdressers. But it's not like a, oh my god, my hair is so shiny, which is what I feel like I've been seeing on TikTok with it. So I like it, my hair feels really nice, and I did notice, because I used it the other day as well, my hair felt really like fluffy today, like still like nice and fluffy and soft, and it hadn't gone greasy at all. And I washed my hair like what, 2-3 days ago, so yeah, I mean, I think it does have an impact, but I don't know if it's anything that's like, oh my god, this is like life-changing for my hair, if that makes sense, but I do definitely like it. Yeah, I would use it again. Anyway, I'm obviously home now, as you can see. It's been a few hours, showered, washed my hair, been doing some work, and now we can try on some clothes together. So this is what I started talking about earlier. Oh my god, guys, clothes at the moment, it's so bad. And a lot of my nice clothes, you could argue you can wear clothes anywhere and it doesn't really matter, but a lot of my nice clothes are very much holiday clothes, if that makes sense. And I just feel like there's a big difference between nice holiday clothes and clothes for nice things when you're at home, especially when you live in England. And I just feel like the art, like I was saying earlier, like the art of like a nice little black dress has just been lost. Like I even spoke about on Instagram earlier and so many people were like, oh, like jeans and a nice top, and it's like, yeah, but sometimes I don't want to wear jeans. I love wearing jeans, but it's not everyday jeans. Sometimes I want to wear a dress but not be too dressy, but also not look like I'm going to a nightclub, because I can't go to a sit down meal in like one of those Outcast dresses. And if you know, you know, but I can't do that. Like, yeah, it might be a good look, like maybe I'll look at it for like when I go to London when we go to Magic Mike, but not for, I don't know, I'm just really struggling. Anyway, so I bought a few things. These don't all necessarily fit in that category, but I did find, well, I say find, I've wanted this dress from House CV for ages. It's a black leather mini dress because I have a brown leather mini dress and I love it and I've worn it so much, but I feel like this looks a little bit shinier than I was expecting it to in person. But I'll pop like the names and stuff in the description box and link things, but I've gone with quite plain stuff. I then got this, like, this is a, wait, is that double layered over the tits? No, it's just where it's been folded. I then got this like ribbed white mini dress, which I'm hoping fits, because this is actually like definitely a staple for the wardrobe if you ask me, and really nice. And then this is the Rogue thing that I bought that I wanted to wear to the girls' bathroom, but it's see-through. Like, this is like a beach cover up, but if I like it, I'll keep it for any holidays. And I did also get some more jeans from Zara, so we'll try those on as well. We'll do a little try-on together in this hunt for some freaking clothes. I'm glad I've put this one on first, because this one is a yes. It's nothing crazy, like this is nothing special at all, but it feels really nice. I feel like it's a little see-through, maybe like a tiny little bit see-through, but it's just like a plain white knitted, like if I show you the knit up close, mini dress, but the knit is quite thick. Definitely size down, because this is an extra small on me and I feel like I could still, there wasn't a double extra small, but I could honestly do a double extra small in it. Like, it's definitely, it's got a lot of stretch. I like how it's cut up here. I feel like this is really flattering. I like how it's cut around here. Yeah, the length is pretty good as well. I'm really happy with this. So this is definitely a keep. I could wear this. Yeah, this is one of those things that I will just, this is probably the white equivalent to my Zara black dress that I wear quite a lot. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I'm keeping this. We're off to a good start. I thought this was going to be terrible, but no, we're off to a pretty good start, not gonna lie. Okay, next one. This isn't gonna work. I've got the extra small on and I can tell I need an extra small for my midsection, but it's so tight around my thighs. Like, it has this like thicker band here, which is like so tight. Like, if I'm stood still, like, can you see what this is doing here? Like, it's not a look, but it definitely is fitting right here. I just need to be able to zip it up properly, but this is way too tight around the bottom. Like, it looks, I feel like it looks ridiculous. Very flattering because of how fitted it is, but it's just too tight here. Like, it's really, I can't really move. And then I don't actually think this is gonna zip up at the back, so this one doesn't really work. It's exactly as I suspected. This is a size small, and it's, I feel like now it's just giving bin bag because it's got a lot more wrinkles. It's not too unfitted here, like it is still giving me, but it now just feels like there's a lot of fabric here. I don't know if maybe I didn't need the taller version. I did get the taller version, but maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I didn't need that. I'm not really sure on it. I might have a look in the store in London tomorrow if me and Aisha can go, and see if they've got the regular length in a small, because this is a longer one and I feel like the extra length is making it wrinkle, so maybe we'll try that. But this is a pass. The quality of it feels really nice, but the fit just isn't quite right, and I kind of knew it wouldn't be, which is why I ordered 2 sizes, but unfortunately neither size fits. I feel like at the moment I am in between an extra small and a small for some stuff, which is really irritating, but we move, it is what it is. I have one dress left and then we'll do the Zara jeans. Final dress. This is definitely meant to be a beach cover up, so I'm going to keep my hair very strategically placed, shall we say, around the front. I like the idea of it, like it's blue and it's glittery and it's super pretty, but like it's completely see-through. This is definitely meant to be a beach cover up. I did this in an extra small and it's super stretchy here, but the arms are so tight. Obviously it goes into a bell sleeve, so that's not tight, but the arms are so, like, I feel like it's suffocating my shoulder. I feel like it would be really great as a beach cover up, But that's about it, because it's completely see-through basically, so I don't think I will be wearing this to the girls' bathroom, but I kind of want to keep it as a beach cover. My mum just said she doesn't like it. She thinks it looks horrible, but I think I won't. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it looks great to wear on its own, but I really like it as like a beach cover up. I think it's really pretty, and like I feel like it'd catch the light really nicely. Mini dress at the back, it's very mini. Again, I got the longer version, but it's not that mini. I also feel like, from what I saw on the website, I feel like this was meant to be flowy as well, but I could be wrong there. That might not be the case, but yeah, it looks cute, but it's not very practical, so we'll do jeans. So let's do my little jeans haul. I don't think I'm going to keep all 3 pairs. I basically wanted to get some new jeans because all I've been wearing is my mid-rise wide leg ones, which I love, but I wanted some different colours. I wanted to see if I can do a high-waisted jean, because I saw that Zara did the wide leg in a high waist, and I thought, let me try it. And I wanted to try some in a size 8, not a 10, because I love my oversized baggy jeans. Like, I can wear them like joggers because they're 2 sizes too big for me and they're so comfortable. But sometimes when I put them on with like a nicer top, for example, it completely dresses it down. I picked up 3 pairs of jeans. So this is the first pair. These are the high-waisted wide leg ones. So they are high-waisted, but they're not like, I wouldn't say they're ultra high-rise. Like, my belly button's still peeking out a little. I love the wash of these. It's like a grey blue, and I just think the wash is so nice. Let me probably want to angle you down a bit more actually, so that you can see. But I feel like these fit really nice. Like, they're quite tight around here, but then they just completely flow. I feel like they really are, not to say the perfect fit, but like they kind of really are the perfect fit, because of how they sort of, they're tight around here, and then from here they flow. So I do actually really like these. I might wear these to London tomorrow. I think I'm going to keep these. So I got these in a size 8, and they are a little bit snug around the glute region, but I found with my other Zara jeans, and to be honest any jean I've ever owned, they do bag out over time, so I'm factoring that in this time. And they don't really have stretch to them, but they also don't feel like really thick and rigid. So yeah, and also lengthwise these will be fine with a chunky shoe, but if you were shorter they would definitely be too long. So yeah, and then I did buy 2 more pairs of the mid-rise wide leg ones, and again, yeah, I got these in a size 8 in both. I don't want to keep both of these, I don't think, because they're quite similar, but I just wanted some different washes. And these are quite similar to the one I've got on right now actually, but obviously in a different style, so maybe I'll pick one of these to keep, not both. We are really experiencing the perils of Zara sizing right now, because these are the exact same size. I would definitely need a 10 in these, but these do not feel like one size down from my other ones. Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna have to unbutton that. Let this be a lesson, never get upset. Fuck. Never get upset about jean sizing or what size you are in things, because these are the exact same jeans as another pair that I own from the exact same shop, and I own them in a size 8 as well, and they do not do this. Like, these feel thick, they feel rigid, and they just fit. These did not look that small on the hanger, but they're tiny. Like, they would bear, like, they won't zip up around my ass. Same size, same style, different colour. I can zip them up. They're fully, like, I even have room in the back here. These are nice, but honestly I'm not sure that I'm like obsessed with the wash on them, so I actually don't know if I'm going to keep these. Do you know what's really weird as well? Some of these feel longer than the others. Like, these don't feel as long as my other jeans that I have in this style. But yeah, this is how they look. They're not bad, I'm just not actually sure on the wash on me now that I've got them on. I feel like I prefer these kinds of washes. So yeah, these don't fit, these fit, so I'm keeping these. And I think I'm going to return the other 2 because, well, I mean, one of them doesn't fit me at all. And these ones I'm just not sure on. Maybe I won't return these until next week, and you guys can let me know what you think of everything I've just tried on and tell me what I should keep and what I should send back. But yeah, I mean, that was a nice little educational bit about sizing, because these are literally the same size and the same style as the jeans I've got on currently, and I couldn't even zip these ones up of my ass. So let that be a lesson. Don't take sizing too personal. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not you, it's the clothes. The clothes are made to fit you, not you to fit the clothes. So yeah, I'm now going to tidy up the mess that I've made, and I will probably see you guys tomorrow for London because I'm popping out this evening and I won't be filming it, so I will see you tomorrow for London. I hope you enjoyed that little haul. I'm still not really, other than like the white rib dress, I'm no further forward, so that's brilliant. But we've now got a nice white mini dress, so I'm taking it as a positive, and I found a new pair of jeans that I like as well, you know. Okay, good morning. I'm about to go to London. I'm actually going later than I was meant to. I should have left an hour ago, but guys, I fell asleep whilst I was setting my alarm last night. I got in at like midnight, so I fell asleep literally. Like when I woke up this morning, I was like, fuck, it's 6. And I planned to set my alarm for 5. And then when I unlocked my phone, it was actually on the clock app. Like I was clearly going to set an alarm and I've fallen asleep whilst doing it. So that's absolutely stunning. We absolutely love that for me. But yeah, so I've changed my train to be an hour later. So it's 5 to 8 and I'm going to go. The quality will change because I'm either going to use my phone or my Canon camera. So it'll be slightly lower quality, but hopefully you won't be able to tell. I've only got my little Prada bag. Not very practical. So I can't take the I can't take this camera with me. Also, I don't think it's very wise. But I thought I would give you a quick OOTD because why not? So my OOTD is, this is not the best. I should have just used my tripod. I've got a Skims cotton t-shirt bodysuit on, the new Zara jeans that I got yesterday, and this bomber, which is from the Frankie shop. It was very expensive because it's not actually real leather either, but I actually love it. Like, it's so big and it's got so much structure to it. Like, it just looks good. Like, it looks, well, in my opinion, it looks good. Like, it looks expensive. I love how like structured it is. I call it my Michael Jackson jacket because it's so like big on the shoulders, but it's just really flattering. Like, it just crops at like the perfect point. I don't know, I really like it. And then jewellery, I've just got on, these are from And Other Stories. This is my wedding band, lol. This is my grandma's ring I got in Lucha. And yeah, I'm just gonna shove trainers on because I want to be comfy. But let's go to London. Guys, we've got our banana bread matches.
Matching matcha.
I know, matching matches. I'm actually scared.
Right, we're tasting.
She hasn't walked up. She thought we were hanging out. What are you up to?
Do you like it?
I do like it, but it's not as banana-y as I thought it would be.
It's a beautiful day.
I think any more, it's going to get
Oh no,
strong.
it does.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it tastes like a speckled banana. That's what
Like
she
a really
said.
sweet one.
That's what she said. No, I actually do like that.
Yeah, no, I really like that.
Social anxiety fears me. I'm gonna have a panic attack. I don't even know if I'm in the frame. We've got another. We haven't just been to Blank Street, by the way. We went to Club Mexicana for
Burrito bowls.
They were more like salad bowls, but they were nice. And the security man was really nice. He came over and basically told me, put your fucking phone away or someone's going to come and steal it. So here I am holding my phone out at an arm's length. Let's just hope no one comes
I'm on the
a
watch.
bite. But I got a pumpkin spice latte, so...
This one is way more banana-y.
This honestly just tastes like a latte.
It's got a little bit of something going on.
A little bit cinnamony, but we're going to walk to Covent Garden. So yeah, stunning. Guys, it's now Sunday and I want to try and get this video up today, but I didn't finish my vlog, so I wanted to give you a quick haul of everything I bought in London yesterday. I had such a nice time with Aisha. I didn't film too much. I got some little clips and stuff which you'll have seen, but get to see people that live that far away often, so I didn't want to like have my phone or camera out all the time. We honestly a really nice day. The weather was so nice as well, like it's literally pissing it down today, so we chose a very good day for it. Such a nice day. Like, as much as I've spoken about in this vlog not liking this time of year, I do like, you know, when it's sunny but it's not too hot, it's like a little bit warm and it's crisp. Like the air is cold, but because it's sunny it's warm, if that makes sense. That's what the weather was yesterday, and I just feel like London looks best and is best in that weather, especially when you're tubing and shit, because fucking hell, it gets hot down there. And yeah, it was just a really nice day. I'm always really grateful for new friendships and connections that I get to make through what I do. Like Aisha, I'm pretty sure she found me from my Alpha Elite reviews, and then we've been like Instagram DM friends ever since, and then last year she actually started working for me, so we were actually discussing events. So if people are down for that, let me know what you would want, because I think it's better to do something based around fitness personally. Like, that's not my life, but I feel like, especially if people were going to come on their own and want to make friends, it's easier to do it with like an activity that you're actually all going to do. A glute workout, let's be honest, it probably would be a glute workout. It's definitely not going to be an upper body workout, not with me anyway. Like a glute workout, a leg day, we could even do like a workshop, food, drinks. I don't know, I need to have a think, but let me know if you guys have any suggestions. But yeah, we did discuss that, but honestly mainly we just shopped and yapped. So I'm going to give you a little haul. So first I went to this E&E. There's like a few in London, and it's definitely not like, it kind of is similar to Lavisa, but they've got nicer pieces in there. It's all like plated, so it can tarnish and stuff, but it's very reasonably priced. Like I spent £50 in there yesterday and I got a bracelet and 3 pairs of earrings, which I don't think is bad, especially not for how, it's not all like super unique pieces, but this is the first thing I got. I got this sort of like evil eye looking bracelet, which I just think is really cute. I might even wear it on my ankle, but it's just quite, it's not super delicate, but it's a little bit delicate. So I got that, and then I got 3 pairs of earrings. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I was thinking with these, because I actually don't know if I am gonna use them, but I got these little snake earrings. I kind of wish I'd got a snake ring instead, because they had a really cute like dainty like diamante looking one. And then I got, ignore this one because I've actually got it in my ear, so I took out what I had in before, but I got these cross earrings. Can you see, is that gonna focus? Yes. I got some cross earrings, which I feel like are so cute. I'm not Christian, by the way, but I really like how this looks, so I got these. And then I got some bigger cross earrings. I don't know what it is about crosses at the moment, but like a necklace with a cross pendant, like a bracelet with a cross on it, like I'm just loving a cross at the moment. So I got all of those, and then this isn't something I bought yesterday, but it's come in the mail. I was talking about, and I might have even spoke about in this vlog, necklaces. I like really like dainty looking ones, you know, like if someone takes a picture of you, you can only really see the pendant, you can't see the chain, like that's how thin it is. But every single time I think that's a really thin chain, I buy it and then I go home and put it on and I'm like, that's not that thin. So I asked for suggestions, and I got this off Atypical Thing on Etsy, and this is exactly what I meant. Like guys, look at how dainty this is. It's so skinny. With that being said, it's going to be incredibly delicate, but yeah, and they do different lengths. I'm pretty sure I went for 20. I tend to go a bit longer just because, being a gym girl, I do have traps, which can make necklaces look shorter, obviously, because I don't want to say wider, but yeah, I mean, even looking at this, I'm like, this really isn't as long as I maybe thought it would be, but this is how it looks. It's just so dainty, and I've got like some pendants and stuff that I would quite like to put on it. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. I then got, because this was running out, this is quite boring, just a refill, Bondi Bell Nude Sticks Cream Bronzer, because this is my favourite, one of my favourite cream bronzing products. If you've been watching my past few vlogs, every time I'm going like this with a bronzing stick, it's this. It's the Bondi Bell one, and I just love it. It's not too orange, it's not too cool toned, it's like the perfect bronzy shade. I then also got a phone charger from Apple, but I don't think that's very interesting, so I won't show you that. I went to Urban Outfitters. Oh, I've still got my Coke Zero. My friend got me this yesterday, because that's another reason why I didn't vlog loads. I ended up having to get back from Doncaster yesterday, so that was fun because my train got cancelled. If you're in the UK, what the fuck is wrong with our trains? Like, they actually just don't function, do they? Like, what is the point? I don't think I've ever had a trip to London where the way there hasn't been impacted all the way back. It's really irritating, but yeah, I've literally just opened a Coke Zero as well. So I'm like, which one? Well, I'm going to go with this one because it's colder and it's open, but it's good to know that I've got this. I went to Urban Outfitters. I don't know if it's weird to show you these, but basically, I just think these are so cute. They're not practical at all. I don't know where I'm wearing them. They're not practical. Like, I wear leggings and stuff all the time, so I just feel like they're not practical. But guys, these are so cute. If you're into like cute underwear, I feel like it's giving granny, but it's also not. It's kind of giving cute. This feels weird. I'm not sure if I should be showing you this, but also, well, for the girls, do you know what I mean? So if you're into like the cute but like kind of sexy underwear, Urban Outfitters got some really cute stuff. The only thing I would say is these look really tiny. Like, these are a medium, so if you're ordering online, maybe size up. So I got a pink, not really a purple girl, but I just like the fact that this said perfect on it because hello, we are. So I got a purple one as well, and then I got a black one, but that's just really boring. And yeah, I think there must be a deal on these because it cost me £20. I wear leggings all the time. I do actually need, do you know what I really need? Some new G-strings. But the thing that I find really annoying when I look for G-strings is the back of it on a lot of them is like a T. Like, it goes like that, and I think that's really unflattering and honestly a bit grim looking. I don't like how this looks. I want it to curve at the top, and I can't freaking find them anywhere. So if anyone knows where I can get like a multi-pack of black, or like maybe some grey ones as well, that would be stunning, because sometimes I actually do prefer G-strings to like a seamless thong or a cotton thong. Preferably cotton as well, because I am very fussy about, you know, that sort of stuff. But and then the final thing, sorry, I've actually used this morning, so I had to go and get it. I picked up the Glossier U body butter. I put this on my arm yesterday and I was like, it's all right, because to me Glossier U does smell quite like pencil shavings at first. So I put it on and then went to Reformation, and we were walking around and meandering around, and then as I was walking around, we went to Urban Outfitters. Like half an hour later, I was like, oh my god, like something smells really nice, and it was this. So I did actually go back and buy it. It is expensive, but also this is like glass and heavy. Like, the packaging on this is unlike any other body butter I've owned. It's not like Sol de Janeiro where it's all plastic. It's a very like expensive packaging, and a little goes a long way. Like, I definitely use less of this compared to my EOS one. Snaking on my EOS one, it's still going to get heavily used. It's a very different scent. This is more like for when I don't want to smell edible. I just want to smell clean, but in a non-laundry way, in a sort of a little bit musky way. This is really good, and it's really moisturising. Like, I put it all over my body after my shower this morning, and I can still smell it now, and that was like, it's like 2 p.m. now, and that was at like 7:30. So yes, I got this as well. It's very expensive, you definitely don't need it, but I wanted to treat myself, so yeah, this was the final thing I bought. But yeah, that's everything I bought in London yesterday, other than my Blank Street matches, obviously. I did also get the pistachio cookie. It's just so good. I ate it at like 2 a.m. this morning when I couldn't sleep, so that was fun. But yeah, I'm going to leave this vlog here because I really want to edit it and try and get it posted. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Let me know what other videos you want to see, what you want to see in vlogs. Any questions on anything that I've spoken about, like anything that I've hauled or anything I mentioned in this video, please just let me know. But other than that, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to and you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Sorry if this has been really annoying, by the way. I feel like Joe from You, but I've committed to the hat now, and if you know, you know. Once you commit to a hat, you kind of can't take it off. Kind of can't take it off, because it's like the hat hair is not, it's not a look. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.